2.6 centimeters in length. That's an average adult ear. I just round it off to 3 centimeters, and at the quickest migration rate, you're looking about 10 months for wax that was once. So if I have a dot of wax on the eardrum, that dot of wax, you're expecting 10 months to slowly travel all the distance of the ear canal and out of the ear. So the ear self-cleanses itself. Now, issues arise when either this conveyor belt doesn't work, or it slows down, or the ear just produces wax at a quicker rate than the ear can naturally expel it. But the most common reason why people visit the clinic is self-inflicted. People use cotton buds, Q-tips, bobby pins, the end of their key or their fingernails, anything they can grab onto, really, believing that cleaning your ear is good. So by the way, this is patient 2. Patient 2's, the consistency of the wax is a lot drier. So this patient's older than patient 1. Patient 1, I think they're in their 30s. Patient 2's in their 80s, late 80s. And the reason for the dry wax is, as we get older, the skin itself is not able to retain its natural moisture as well. So moisture within the skin cells, it evaporates, and that's because the ears produce less. It doesn't mean they don't still produce it, but they produce less natural oil, so sebum and the oily sweat that we also find on our armpits. And even if they do secrete it, it's more viscous, it's thicker. So you get a natural dry consistency of earwax. And also, as we get older, the skin doesn't migrate as quick. That's partly because of the dry skin that I just described, but also because there's possibly less blood flow, reduced vascularization of the skin, so it just slows down the migration. So yeah, it's when people try and clean their ears out themselves that we often see people in clinic. And when people, and I'm guilty as charged growing up, my family, we all use Q-tips. I guarantee my mum still does, although she tells me that she doesn't, because it can become a routine. I recently heard as well, my late father, so my father passed away many years ago when I was in my 20s, and recently I met up with some cousins, and they were all telling stories, and there was obviously my cousins were interested in what I do, and they follow me on social media, and they were so my family, so my uncle, who also sadly passed away recently, he was a mechanic, and so we used to spend our summers always in London at their garage. So and my cousins were well, they're being deadly serious actually. Did you know that your dad and my dad, they used to I can't believe I'm saying this, they used to get the customers' car keys and scratch it in their ear and